Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you to Korstian and big congratulations to his promotion into full professor, a very special event for the Netherlands and for plastic surgery in general. It's my distinct honor to be part of this symposium, and really appreciative of Korstian focusing it on this very important topic, crossing borders, how to use the international field to improve outcome to all our patients around the world, not only in the Western society, but also on the people that need it the most and have the least of resources. I am Hinne Rakhorst. I'm a plastic surgeon in the east of the Netherlands, and I'm also part of a number of board activities. And my key words, if they are applicable, are listed in here. What brings me really great pleasure is to connect the world of plastic surgery, but also of healthcare in general, to serve our patients. I have no connections whatsoever to industry, but I am involved in, especially in breast implant registries. So ICOPLAST, what is this all about, the International Confederation of Plastic Surgery Societies? We were founded in 2016 in Uruguay, and we are an international confederation based in the Netherlands and Chicago. We're about 50 plastic surgery societies worldwide, which corresponds to about 20,000 plastic surgeons, and we're the largest organization in plastic surgery worldwide. To know whether your society is a member, please visit our website. Our core values are to be of benefit to patients, to plastic surgery and plastic surgeons. Today is a perfect topic because we are all in there for the benefit of our patients. This is our organization diagram. It's a very democratic organization where there are national delegates that elect a board, and each region in the world has a specific number of board members, and the board elects the chair, the secretary, and the treasurer. I've been treasurer, I've been secretary, and now I'm a board member. These are the subcommittees, and ICOPLAST was founded based on these pillars: patient safety, education, humanitarian activities, and audit. And the humanitarian activities are what we're all about today. And I think patient safety is another one, and education is another one that's really applicable for today's symposium. What does the Humanitarian Committee actually do? What have they done? We've done a few visiting professorships in South America. We've been contacting with the WHO. We're really focusing and looking into getting more and more collaboration going. And also we've been in touch with the Amsterdam School of Global Surgery and many other organizations. So if you're eager to get in touch with us, please get in touch with us and we'll see how we can support you. And we also have a standard published. It's on our website. It's called the Best Practices and Standards of Humanitarian Activities. And please have a look. It's a very practical document, but it does address all the basic skills and requirements that we really need to do these successful and very important missions that we all do around the world. We've also been looking into other means of supporting the spread and education, especially on plastic surgery and also on global surgery. And they needed to be very cheap and accessible and online and connective. And what we've started doing is webinars. We started in 2018 with webinars, focusing on short webinars up to 2 hours, very focused on a specific topic. The philosophy of webinars is we should be online, we should be able to connect the whole world and also include the less fortunate plastic surgeons and clinicians worldwide, indeed. Historically, we had up to 250 registrants and about 100 participants. So ever since, we've been working really hard in reaching the people. Now, we are a confederation, so societies are our member and not individual plastic surgeons. And with the GDPR, we are unable to connect immediately and directly to plastic surgeons. So we needed to circumvent this and approach or reach these individual plastic surgeons only after they approved of being in touch with us. Through the webinars, we now have a mailing list of about 4,000 plastic surgeons all around the world. We have a Facebook account which holds 2,100 members, and the reaches of our messages are up to 10,000 people. The LinkedIn has 5,400 members, all plastic surgeons, and our Instagram account has 1,500 members, and YouTube currently has 750 subscribers. Also, we have WhatsApp groups in all around the world in the regions, and the WhatsApp has a limited number of 250 odd people, and many of the regions have reached that. And Telegram has a higher number as a maximum, so we also have these groups. And most importantly, we have a very active trainees network all around the world. They're very organized, and they really organize into regions worldwide. So it's a very functional system of them all chatting and talking and improving their education and all the stuff that's involved in the trainees. So how does it work, these webinars? Well, first of all, we start with getting faculty together, typically about 3 to 4 presenters, and there's a moderator, and then we produce these flyers. And the next step is and we also have not only our core webinars, we will also have our sort of supported webinars of people that use our platform to reach these people. And so we're doing JPRS journal clubs and European Journal of Plastic Surgery journal clubs. We support the Stoke Mandeville, which is a unit in the UK, with their very successful webinar series, and also in Indonesia, as well as all around the world, where we support with our infrastructure actually the reach of the people, organize these local events, same as today, to reach the world of plastic surgery, but also of clinicians in general. Now, we post this on our LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram accounts. If you check your camera, you can scan the QR. With COVID, everybody knows what a QR code is these days. So that's one of the positive sides, if there's any. So with these, the reaches of these messages, as you can see, are up to the 5,000 to 6,000 people range easily, and numbers keep on amazing us and growing. So the reach is quite significant. Following the webinar, which is held similar as today, people that are a member of our societies, they can get a certificate of attendance, which is really a big push for people to join us. Following the webinar, we also try to get our presenters to approve uploading their video to our YouTube channel, which now holds 750 subscribers. So this is already a relatively old picture. And we get up to a couple of thousand views per video, typically in a couple of hundred range, as you can see here. So webinars, how have they developed over time, and how big are they where? This is the great thing about webinars. You get lots of data, which is really useful also when you want to have an organization aiming on teaching a specific region. You get all these data. So this is a list of all the webinars in the beginning that we organized, and this is sort of typically where the people were from. And so at first, we were really happy to have about 90 people joining us, which corresponds to about 20 countries, and then 18 countries with 70 people. And then robotic surgery, a webinar with 110. We felt really great about this, also sort of spread out around the world. But then COVID started, and now everybody knows webinars, and many liked them, and the numbers really exploded. So for instance, a couple of webinars on nasal reconstruction, 1,500 registrants, and you can see them all over the world, especially in the developing countries. So this is really what brings light to our educational activities, that we actually reach not only the people in the West, in the fortunate countries, but really also in the countries that really need their hands-on experience. And this is a webinar of nasal reconstruction. That's stuff everybody all around the world can do, for NOMA, for skin cancer, what have you. You don't need a microscope to do this. So it's really hands-on information that people can use in their practice. And ever since COVID, we are surprised that we get under 1,500 registrations using these new skills that we have, a webinar on lipo filling again, lots of interest from these developing regions. I'm not sure if developing is the proper word, but with all due respect, there's a lot that we can share with the world, including whatever type of income you have. So also we supported the webinars on global surgery, especially this started with Matthijs Botman, who does a lot of tremendously impressive work, and also Korsian Breuggen and Mikko Larsen have done a lot of work on this. This is the first one we supported in 2018 with Matthijs Botman and his Global Surgery Amsterdam initiative, a really terrific initiative. Yeah, we had 61 registrants, really happy about it. This was pre-COVID. And this is where the people were from. So you can see it's sort of spread out, but these are the really encouraging pictures where people started watching together. So every dot on the global map can correspond to maybe 20 persons in wherever people are. So this was really, really nice to see where it's really helpful. There was a webinar in 2021, which had 500 registrations on humanitarian plastic surgery. So here also that we reach more people to discuss these matters, and you can again see where people were from. So in general, presenters love it. They don't need to travel. It's very interactive and it's super efficient, as we all know by these days. And people love really to see the global perspective with these global maps, and people are super impressed by the organization and also by the numbers. As you can see here, we have over the last a year or half a year. Oh yeah, this is in about half a year. We reached 11,000 people using our webinar principles. So we did a survey about, the question is, so everybody's now excited about these webinars. So when should we organize it and how long before do we post it? And so we did a survey with 3,500 registrants that replied. And we asked them these questions about when and how long and where you're from. So what we see is that about half of the people are in training or a fellow, and about 40% is a consultant of over 5 years. So this is really important demographics that you can use to consider when you're programming. For us, most of them are at plastic surgery. Of course, we filter everybody in our mailing list to be a plastic surgeon, and this is why you get these numbers back. So what is the ideal day to watch a webinar, to organize a webinar? Most people consider that Saturday. I think it makes sense. I bet people have their private practice, and on Saturday they are more available. So in what time? Irrespective of the time zone, people are saying between 6 and 8, 6 and 10 is the ideal time for most of the people. So you can now choose a time zone where you want to focus on at a specific time during the day. And the duration, ideal duration of the webinar is anything between, let's say, 30 minutes and 90 minutes. So again, how long before the event do you want to be made aware of this? This is 1 to 2 weeks for most people. And I think that's something to consider when you're organizing a webinar. So in conclusion, about 50% of the 50% of the people are trainees or fellows. Almost all are plastic surgeons. There's a global perspective and a positive spin-off. The ideal webinar is on a Saturday for 1.5 hours. And it's ideal to start PR 2 weeks in advance. So lessons for you are really, if you want to use us, please use us, especially when you're a plastic surgeon and you're a member of one of the societies that is a member of ICOPLAST. If not, please be in touch with me or with info@icoplast.org. And please share all our webinars via your networks, but we will also be keen to share your initiatives through our network, as you've seen today with Korsian's symposium. Also, join us next year in May in Peru. We'll be having our first annual meeting organized by ICOPLAST. We'll be having invited speakers on all the major topics in plastic surgery. So feel welcome to join us, and we'll have a great time. And for now, I wish again to congratulate Korstian. I would again like to thank Korstian and for organizing this today. And I really hope that you find us and use ICOPLAST to move things forward. Thank you very much.